First of all, let's start out with Dalen.
Okay.
Tell
me what you like, Will.
So I got to be very careful how I word
Take your time.
this.
The 10 points he had, the one rebound, the one assist, the one steal.
First of all, the best asset he brings is his motor.
Yes, without a doubt.
And it's
100% agree.
His desire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you can obviously tell by just how hard he plays. He doesn't leave anything on the floor. Okay, and what you're starting to see is that effort in that work is starting to develop consistent production. Okay, now I'm not sitting here saying he's going to give us 10 points every night.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that was his first double-digit scoring game of the season.
Okay, but I'm just saying, and he's as we always talk about, he's putting Billy in that position to where Billy feels like he needs to be out on the floor more because he's making positive things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes it won't necessarily show up in the box score because, there's no line in the box score for deflections, for how many times he's gotten down on the floor for a loose ball, gotten a jump ball in a situation, and then actually won the tap. Just finding ways to have a positive impact on this game. And I got to give him credit. I mean, he's really worked on his shot.
Yeah.
Because he's starting to become a lot more consistent. I mean, he was 2 of 2 from behind the line.
2 of them things.
Now, he's got a long way to go. I'm not going to lie to you, but
before he hits those 6 that Dave's talking about.
Yeah. But considering this guy played a bunch of games in the G League last year, and a guy that I honestly felt should have been playing in the Summer League, quite honestly.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, yes.
Yep.
But, he's just kind of chipping away at finding an avenue to generate minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the question is, and this is what we don't know, is what's his ceiling? How much better can he actually get than what we're seeing right now? Mm-hmm. We don't know that.
I mean, I'll give my 2 cents and then toss it to the president of the Dalen Terry fan club. I have always said that I believe in a lot of the things that Purdue just talked about with Dalen. The high motor, his instincts and creativity in transition opportunities and using said motor in those transition opportunities. He's a great passer running in the open floor. A guy who can hustle on the defensive end, hustle on the glass. You like having players like that on your team. Picking a fight with Isaiah Stewart, human Tasmanian devil,
beef stew,
the other night. You love having a guy like that has some of that crazy in him on your team. I have always said it will come down to, can he get himself a respectable shot? Can he force his coach to say, well, I need your defense, and you've proven to me that I can rely on you to knock down an open shot. Therefore, you get minutes. And I know that you just said his shot's coming around a little bit, Will, and I will agree with you to the extent of his form on his shot looks remarkably better than where it started, because that was ugly as crap. It's starting to look more like a human who knows how to shoot a basketball. But is it coming around as far as reliability? And I know that this is partly because of his limited minutes. But just say per 36 minutes this season, per 36 minutes, he's taken 2.6 3-point attempts. And on those 2.6 attempts per 36 minutes, he's shooting 28.6%. There is a long way to go, in my opinion, before Dalen Terry adds that part to his game and therefore is a more complete player deserving of more minutes.
Well, he's that guy that because, and no disrespect, and as soon as you say that, I go, oh, you're looking to disrespect. I'm not, because of how the game has changed and it's about analytics and everything's about plus minus. He's that guy that you got to find, what's that number? Like tonight, 6 is he that guy that's 12 to 16 minute range? He's going to always have a positive impact, but if he plays more than that, that's when you start to see, diminishing returns. that's just unfortunately, I think, where he's going to sit right now with this team unless you have some significant injuries.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, though, I have a sneaking suspicion.
Sneaky.
That as the season goes on and things happen, he's going to get some chances to play like some games where he's going to get 28 to 32 minutes. And then we're going to see, okay, and not just in per 36, but if he actually plays 36, this is what happens.
Right.
Because they really need to answer that question, okay? Now, probably the guy, and I know when you look at Julian Phillips' numbers.
Hold on.
What?
Let me add to this Dalen Terry discussion real quick. I think Dalen has, one, proven that he can get on the floor without the three-point shot because Billy is playing him constantly, putting him out there on the floor. And as you mentioned, not shooting a great percentage from three, but still giving him 10 to 15 minutes a game. That's saying a lot for me right there.
Yep.
He has carved out a nice niche for himself coming off the bench, whether he's running the point, bringing the ball up, whether he's cheating at the three, not really at the two so much because he's not shooting. So Billy likes the ball in his hands. He's a really good passer at the same time. And his defense, his on-ball defense especially, I really, really like. I feel like what he does well shines brighter on a team that's winning. On a winning team, Dalen Terry and what he likes to do shines bright. So on a team like this, the flaws are much more noticeable because they're much bigger because the margin of error is so much smaller. So you're definitely right when you're saying you need that three-point shot, especially on this kind of team, because we need as many positives from him as you can get. But a dude who can't shoot and a dude who isn't a guy who's going to break you down off the dribble, still getting you 10 points, still affecting the game, still getting guys involved, still ready to fight anybody, no matter how big or small they are out there. That's a dude you're going to need if you want to. I always felt like he's a winning kind of player. So I just feel like as the team gets better, what he does well will be more magnified. And that's going to take some time because they're obviously not in that position right now. But I love how he has carved out his own niche and his own place on this roster.
We all silly like the mayor.